Hi everybody, it's Benty Hansen from Embracing Unity. I don't know how this is going to video. I'm using my new phone and this is the first time I've attempted to do a video on it. But I felt that it was important for me to speak and share a little bit about Uluru, the solstice, the activation, and also to discuss the possible ramifications of all of that. I have to stress that whatever I say is my understanding, my experiences, my impressions, and they may not resonate for everyone. Okay, so let's get that one on the table straight away because it's important. I had the really good fortune to be at Uluru on this December solstice this year. And just a little bit of background, I was guided to go and I did not take part in any of the conference or any of the events because I had the awareness that I needed just to be available to do energy work. And as many of you may be aware, I'm very passionate about supporting the changes that we as a global community are going into. And I really feel it's important for each and every one of us to contribute in whatever or whichever way we are able to. So my contribution is via doing earth work and energy work. Uluru is a very, very special place. There's no doubt about it. Upon arriving, it was immediately evident that there was a huge vibration on the earth itself. I could literally feel this humming or this gentle vibration all through my body just from the red dirt out in the desert in the middle of nowhere. It was pretty amazing. I also recognized that, within a very short period of time, not only myself, but for many others who were there, something changed. And it wasn't easy to hold on to thought. That's the only way I can describe it. There was something in that vibe there that helped create a state of a non-thought, empty mind. No monkey mind anymore, just an empty mind. And that was quite beautiful, but it would have felt very uncomfortable to some people. I loved it. I absolutely loved it, just to feel this sense of oneness with the earth and with the amazing frequencies that she shares with us. And I've travelled extensively. I've been to many places, love being in nature, yet there was nothing quite like Uluru that I've ever experienced before. It was quite profound. So my role there was basically to do energy work. And normally I just sort of go in and I go where I'm guided. The energy flows through me. I feel it going through my body like a huge electrical current. And another way of putting it is, I'm a conduit. And what I do largely is I work on the earth matrix. And I've been doing this for, 25 years or so, maybe more, I don't know. And this time it was very different. While I was still running the energy 24/7, what happened was I was also aware that there was another aspect to this energy work that I had not experienced previously. And what I saw was symbols and codes floating into the atmosphere, into the ether. And they were coming through me. I could feel them coming down into my head and actually moving out from there, which sounds strange, but believe you me, it felt very different. And part of my work, I was informed, was also to activate and open portals. It's easy for me to say that, this is the information I get. I had an experience while there where an extraterrestrial appeared in front of me. And I don't normally talk about this publicly, but I've been used to this. I've had ETs come in from the time I was a young child. And I then closed down for a number of years because it wasn't normal to talk to invisible people. And then I opened up about 30 years ago, and they've been part of my life ever since then. This ET came in, and it had a face, I guess you could call it, not like a regular ET or what we think a regular ET looks like. This was a very distinctively different configuration. But if any of you follow Project Camelot on YouTube and elsewhere, you will know that there are many, many races of extraterrestrial beings in the many universes. And this one informed me that he, it, she, I don't know, very often they're gender neutral, was not from our universe, was from quite a distant universe. And that the people or the beings on this from this constellation have been observing and involved with Earth pretty much from the time that she was created. And so I would understand that to mean that this race of beings actually were part of the creation that made this planet. And this being indicated that they had been observing very, very closely what had been happening. Telepathically, I put out the thought, asking, would it be possible for them to help us clear the heavy, dark energies that are on this planet? I heard the word, it is done. These were the words, it is done. And then I saw a large, fine mesh net literally swoop right across the planet and take away a huge amount of dark, heavy energy. I then asked, what is it that we can do, to support this? And all I heard again was, it is done. And with that, I knew and understood that the activation at Uluru had been successful. And all I could do was give gratitude because this activation was hugely important. Now, I understand that currently there is a war going on in our world. It is a war between good and evil, between dark and light. And it is a massive war. It's not about right or wrong. It's not about politics. It's not about religion. It is about a war between good and evil. And the activation at Uluru was to initiate a vast amount of energy flow right across the planet, through the ley lines, to key nodal points, and to also activate a number of portals. Now, this is really important because what's happening is, as I've shared before, Gaia, our planet, precious planet, is ascending to a higher frequency as we are. And we are feeling the shifts. There's no doubt about it. And 2020 certainly has been a year of chaos, pain, uncertainty, and goodness knows whatever else people have experienced. I guess that things are changing though. Since about the middle of last year, I have been getting a sense or an awareness that by about March next year, things will have settled down, or things will be changing much more smoothly into the changes that have been foretold and predicted for our planet. This means that right now there may still be some chaos and upheaval, but it's more of a healing process now, because this light energy that is supporting our Earth's ascension to the higher frequencies is also supporting us. The other thing that I had an awareness of is that with these high frequency energies shifting through, it's an opportunity for us as humans to let go of, to release, to heal trauma and pain from all lifetimes. And I've certainly noticed, people acting out. I've felt people sort of being angry and upset. And yeah, this is all part of the process, because we are more than just those dense human emotions. We have actually incarnated to be part of this shift. And being part of this shift means working together as one. And this is what I saw at Uluru. The generosity of spirit, the joy of being with like-minded souls, the love for the earth and for this planet and for humanity. Yeah, that we may have a bit of a rough ride for some people still. For others, it may be smooth sailing from here on in. It all depends on what you at the soul level have chosen to experience, because this ride is not the same for everyone. Some souls will find it fairly easy. Others will be grateful for when the rough ride ends. And so now we're coming to the end of 2020. I thought I'd get back online and just share my experiences with you, my perceptions of Uluru and what it portends for us as humanity. What I do ask is that everything you do from here on in, do it with love in your heart. Listen to your gut instinct. Feel for your truth. And slowly but surely, allow the wounds that may have been sitting and festering within you to be released and healed, because this is the perfect time. The energies are supporting this. My understanding is that we haven't yet reached the high frequencies that we are destined to reach. And this is a matter of our own emotions, our mental state, and our physical being adjusting to these changes. I would encourage you, while all these changes are going on, that you rest as much as possible, remain hydrated, and do anything and everything you can to nurture yourself, because you're beautiful. Every one of us, every one of you is beautiful. Beautiful beings, there's no doubt about it. And just remember, you've chosen to be here at this time for these momentous changes. All the best for 2021. Bye for now.